Hi guys, it's Meredith. Hey, um, I'm not a YouTube guru or anything like that. So recently I've had an experience with some phones. If some of you guys might remember when I got the Evo 3D back in late September, and yeah, and now I have the Galaxy S phone. And let's just what they look like next to each other. Here, see. Try to get them side by side here. There you go. And you can see the Samsung is much bigger than the HTC. The HTC has a lot smaller screen, but it's okay. Now my Galaxy S has a 4.5-inch screen. It's like the biggest screened phone that's out there. And it's beautiful screen in comparison to the HTC. The clarity and so forth on it with this compared to the Galaxy S is the screen here is phenomenal. Well, anyway, let me just get to it. I had gotten the HTC Evo on a 30-day trial from Sprint to try it out, and I was liking it okay. And in my other video you'll find that I put a video and I told you about how it was freezing up after I had it for just a few days, and I called Sprint and complained about it, and they did me a walkthrough and updating a phone and da-da-da-da-da, and that helped it a little bit. And then just not long after, I got the apps from Google to update on the updates for this phone. It helped it a lot more, and it seemed to be doing okay, and I was downloading a lot more into it, all my stuff. And it seemed to slow it down more and more and more. It lagged. And not long after, it was just constantly freezing up. Every time I'd take a picture, it would freeze up every time. And then, and I had a 16-bit, 16 gig memory card in this one. And then I take a picture, and I'm with my family, so I don't want to capture. And I'm a photographer. You see the pictures and stuff back there, and that's what kind of got me was the 3D. But anyway, I know it's kind of a gimmick, but anyway, it said I was out of memory. I couldn't do anything, and I loaded a bunch of songs, my music, everything on it. Because this is like not only my toy, it's a toy, but it's also my tool, my workforce. It really is. And this phone just couldn't hang. I was in Pennsylvania. I told my husband, I said, honey, please take me to the Sprint store. I can't take it anymore. This phone is driving me nuts. And I can't do anything with it. It just constantly was freezing up and puffed. I have to sit here and try to fight to peel the back off and all this stuff. And it was just aggravating. If you're looking for a nice phone with nice apps and widgets and things like this, oh, the phone's great. I like it a lot. I mean, I like this little thing here, like you can do your picture thing there, and you got all this, and you come with free books on there. See the free books and stuff on there? It comes with a lot of nice features, but it wasn't enough for me. It just wasn't. I wish that it was, but it wasn't. So for those of you who do a lot of applications and uses your phone also for a workforce, like PDF files and keeping your software, your what do you call it, your PowerPoint Windows software and so forth, this phone is not for you. It's fine for, just like I said, for basic, just fun. You can still load a bunch of music, downloads good, and all that. Was just the more I put in, the more it lagged, and the more the phone couldn't handle it. And anyway, so I went to the Sprint Center in Pennsylvania, and I explained to him what was happening, and I had a 30-day trial with it. And the woman took me over to the new iPhones that Sprint has now. And I'm an Apple girl, but I've never been really impressed with Apple phones. Sorry, Apple, I love you, but I don't care for your iPhones. That's just the way it is. I'm recording this video off my 27-inch Mac. That's a 16 gig, 4 terabytes. And I got the LAC Pro that's a 16 gig, 4 terabytes book. But I won't do an iPhone. And I was thinking, I don't know. I just said, I'll just keep my old phone. Now, my old phone was the Galaxy with the full Corey pad. And I love that phone. It's never given me any problems. But I kind of wanted to just do a little upgrade. And I was about to give up. And I said, okay, just take this sucker back. I don't even want it. So anyway, I just happened to see a gentleman at the counter with this phone. This is the Galaxy S2. This is it. And let me turn the screen on for you. Here we go. Yep, there's my screen. And that's a little lock screen thing that goes with it. But this is it. Can you get a closer look here? That's it. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving this phone. This phone has not lagged on me. It has not froze up on me. I've got all kinds of crazy widgets and apps in this thing. I mean, look at them. They're just a-going. You know. And one thing I really like, too, that it came on here was my Polaris Office. I love that feature. My Evo 3D did not have that feature. And I use that a lot. It's great, like, if you own your own business and stuff and you're on the go and on the fly, it can really send out your PDF files and keep these. You can even run your credit cards for payments. Evo wouldn't do it. So that was another problem. So yeah, this phone here I am really, really impressed with. Samsung, I thank you very, very much for doing this phone and upgrading it. I still only have a 16 gig memory. I've never had any problems with it. I've had it now approximately about a month. And so yeah, it's wonderful, people. And I have a little tip for you. I downloaded this widget on here, and it's pretty awesome. It's let me go back to it again. It's called the Let me go back. It's called the SB Shell 3D. It's like $15 to download off the internet. I absolutely love this app. It's fun, you know, it's pretty, and you know, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. But yeah, I've not had any problems with it. I've downloaded all my stuff. I've got, I think, over somewhere around 600 songs on it, full, you know, with albums, and not including everything else. But the Evo, it just couldn't hang. This is now my daughter's phone, and how she got that was Insuron sent it to her because she broke her original HTC. And guess what? They said they were out of stock, so they'd send her this or a free upgrade. And I thought, okay, fine. If you don't like it, we'll take it back. We'll get her Galaxy S. But this is fine for her. She's not having any problems with it. It's a pretty little phone. You know, it is. It's a nice little phone. But for people like me, it don't cut it. You need to get this phone or something similar with it, with the processor and everything, because the Evo's processor is nowhere near as big as this. I mean, and the screens, I mean, there's no comparison. So anyway, yeah, and the Galaxy has a 4.5, and I think this has like a 3-inch screen. Anyway, it's a pretty screen. It plays movies pretty. Even plays 3D. It comes with a free 3D movie. But I'm not worried about that. I need a workforce. And the Galaxy S is a workforce if you're into like I am. God bless, and recommend this phone. I give it 5 stars. Evo, I'll give it 2 and 2. I'll give it 2. Okay, I hope that helps if anybody's out there. I'm not a specialist, but I know what the hell's working for me. Okay, God bless.